I'm 28F, my fiancé is 30M. We have been together 5 years, engaged for 8 months. His family is very involved, like group chat every day, shared holidays, constant drop-by visits. I come from a much quieter background where people text first and don't discuss every single feeling at the dinner table. His mom is sweet in some ways, but she is also extremely intense. She comments on my weight, on our future kids' names, on what kind of wife she thinks I should be, all with this smile like it's just harmless talk. I tried to set small boundaries, and she cried twice and said she just wants to be included. It got to the point I started having stomach aches before we visited. My fiancé suggested couples counseling last fall, partially because of wedding stress, partially because he could see I was withdrawing around his family. Our therapist gave us an exercise where we each write unsent letters to the people we are frustrated with. The rules were you write honestly, you never have to show it, it can be messy and unfair. The point is to get the raw feelings out so you can look at them with the therapist and then figure out how to communicate the cleaned up version in real life. In my letter to his mom, I did not hold back. I wrote that I feel like she wants a second wife for her son more than a daughter-in-law, that I feel inspected like a product she bought, that her constant comments about my body and fertility scare me. I also wrote some harsher stuff, like that I sometimes dread having children, partly because I imagine her criticizing my parenting every day. It was ugly and emotional, but it honestly helped. I brought the notebook to our next session because the plan was to read selected parts with the therapist and my fiancé present. The night before the session, my fiancé came over early while I was showering. My notebook was on my desk. He admits he opened it just to see what you wrote about me, and then kept reading. By the time I came out, he was sitting on the couch looking like he had been punched. He said the things I wrote about his mom were vicious and borderline character assassination. I reminded him it was a private therapy exercise, not an email to his family. He said that doesn't matter, because now he knows what I really think of her, and that it feels like a betrayal that I never said anything that strong to him. Since then, he has been insisting I need to apologize to his mom, in person, for harboring those feelings, and for speaking about her that way in any context. I told him I will happily work with the therapist on how to set actual boundaries and maybe have a calm conversation with his mom about specific behaviors. But I am not apologizing to her for words she was never meant to see and only knows about because he violated my privacy. He keeps saying if I loved him, I would repair the damage to his family, and that keeping this line is me choosing resentment over his mom.